Leaders seek transformation because of the potential business benefits, the impact on outcomes, and ability to attract and retain talent. What it takes to achieve successful transformation is mindsets and behaviors at the leadership level. It also entails about engaging and empowering the entire organization and ensuring that people understand that they are part of the change. It takes leaders to visualize what good looks like and articulate why a transformation is required and what's in it for the individual and the organization.
We've identified 3 key success factors for a safety culture transformation. Firstly, we see the organizations that are most successful are very deliberate about shifting mindsets in the business, and starting with leaders, because leaders create culture. So if we want to shift culture, then we need leaders to be prepared to shift themselves. They need to look in the mirror, actually, and be willing to adjust their behaviors, their routines, their skills, and critically, the mindsets that drive their actions. Because if we don't move mindsets, the behaviors do not change for the long term. So it's the leaders' work to work on themselves, to lead a culture transformation, be prepared to lead differently, and that starts with shifting their own mindsets.
Whilst leadership is a critical aspect of any successful transformation, an organizational culture is driven by its employees. Therefore, it's critical to involve, engage, and empower the entire organization. This requires intellectual humility. People should be seen as a solution and not the problem. So leaders have to create an environment of trust and foster creativity and innovation. The expectation is to think big, start small, and act fast.
It's really important to balance short-term wins and anchoring for the long term. Culture change can't be temporary. Whilst you can shift a culture quite quickly, it will also revert really, really quickly. So it's important that you have sustaining actions that are embedded from the early stages of the transformation effort and at every level of the business. So there's things the board needs to do to sustain the effort, and for the frontline teams and everyone in between. So anchoring the culture change is really, really critical, and planning for that. But it's also really, really important to have some quick wins in the beginning of the transformation effort, because we need to build the belief of people that it's possible. And seeing is believing. So if people see real evidence of the change starting around them, then it starts to shift their belief that the end is actually achievable. And that's both in the leadership behaviors that they experience early on, but it's also physically in their workplace. If they can see a physical change, the road layout has changed, the exhaust system has improved, then they start to believe that this time we are going to achieve this outcome.
An approach that integrates change in mindsets, engaging and involving people, and connecting to systems and processes of the organization is essential to bring the transformation to life.